Hi guys, it's Jen here at Checker Joy. I'm doing another Top 5 Wednesday. As always, the Goodreads group is in the description below if you want to check it out. And this week's topic is our favorite videos or posts that we have done. So my own work that I think is my best, which is interesting. Apparently I've done like 160 videos, which is kind of mind-boggling. And then trying to pick just 5 of them was really, really hard. And spoiler alert, when I did that, my top 5 weren't really necessarily book related. So I've made this a top 10 list, which is kind of what I had when I first went through and was pulling videos and writing stuff down. I ended up with 10. So I've just ranked those. The links to each of these videos will be in the description below if you want to go find them and watch them if you haven't already, because obviously I love them all and you should watch them. Okay. At number 10 is one of my first videos that I ever did for BookTube, and it is my 10 favorite books ever. This is incredibly awkward for me to watch and be like, oh my goodness, I didn't know what I was doing. So slow. It's painful for me, but they're also the books that I love the most, and so I have mixed feelings about this. Yeah, but they are my absolute 10 favorite books, at least at the time that I did this list. I think they're pretty much the same now, but that was kind of cool. It makes the list barely. At number 9, I have my book review for Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. Really, really, really loved the Infernal Devices series, like insanely love it. And my favorite book in that series is Clockwork Princess, which is how it makes the list. Really love it. It is completely, totally nothing but spoilers for that third book. So if you haven't read the Infernal Devices series or you haven't finished it yet, shouldn't check that out yet. But I really loved reading that book. So I really loved making that video too. Like, it was so, just needed to talk about the book, basically. At number 8, I have The Heartbreakers by Ali Novak, another book review I did. This is a book that I just randomly found at Target and was like, all right, we'll check it out, and then just completely blew my mind, surprised me, was way better than I was expecting it to be. It's a teen, it's a YA book, but it kind of reads like chick lit also. It follows the story of this set of triplets. One of the 3 has cancer, and it follows kind of what that does to the rest of the family. And also, Clare, who has cancer, is obsessed with this band, the Heartbreakers, and I just love how that plays out, that kind of crazy rom-com thing going on here with how the other sister ends up falling for the lead singer of the band. It's kind of fluff, but also kind of deep, and I love that balance. And like I said, it totally surprised me. At number 7, I have my 25 bookish facts about me. It was kind of fun to just randomly pick 25 things that I haven't talked about before and stick them in a video. I don't know, I like that. It was just fun to do, and it was such like a different thing from what I normally do for videos. At number 6, I have North and South by Elizabeth Gaskell. This book took me freaking forever to read. It took me 8 months in total to read the book, but I read most of it, like 3/4 of it, over the span of a week. So this was about finding the right time to read this book, I think. And also, so I feel personally accomplished that I even finished reading that book at all. And also that book just has such a huge part in my life now because of the time I was reading it. My mom was really sick, and then she died while I was trying to read this book. And a lot of that book is the main character, Margaret, losing her mom. So I have this emotional connection to that book. So hopefully that comes through in the video also. But yeah, that's kind of flabbergasted that I even finished it, especially given everything else that was going on. At number 5, I have my top 10 favorite Halloween movies. I really like doing top 10 lists. It's kind of fun. They're like these, I like doing the top 5 Wednesdays, but the top 10s are my own, like what topics I really am passionate about, what I really want to do at a time, and to pick 10 books or movies about something. Like, there's more room to finagle with the top 10 list. Kind of like how this one has become a top 10 list. Like, I like having that room, like you can put more in there and kind of just stretch more what a topic means. And I really, really love Halloween, and it was fun to do, I guess, movies for once too. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. Like, I love science fiction and fantasy, and it goes so well with Halloween. So I love being able to talk about those. I also did ones for my favorite Halloween books also, but I just like the movie one more. Don't know. At number 4, I have Loki, Agent of Asgard comics, and my review for them. I really love Loki. He is my favorite Marvel character in the books and the movies. Also in Norse mythology, like, I love Loki. I love this very complicated personality he has. And the comics, the Agent of Asgard comics, capture that really well, at least how I see Loki. And Loki kind of gets to be the good guy. He's also the bad guy in those comics, which is a cool, to see him fighting himself was awesome, and just really loved seeing Loki. So love it. I really, really love Loki, guys. And these are my favorite comics with Loki in them. Perfectly encapsulates how I feel about him. So much fun to do that video, to read those comics, and enjoyed watching it again. So yeah. At number 3, I have Amy Unbounded comics by Rachel Hartman. This is a series of micro comics. They are set in the same world as her book Seraphina, but they follow different characters. Amy is this 10-year-old girl who meets a dragon, Lalo, and they kind of teach each other. Amy's growing up. It's very much a coming-of-age story. She's starting to figure out the adult world, and also trying to figure out this, like, relationship they have with dragons, which is very complicated in this society. And that dragon-human relationships plays such a huge part in Seraphina and Shadowscale. And so we start to see that in here. And just, like, getting to explore the world more. Also, like, Amy and Lalo are such awesome characters, but also just more of Seraphina's world. Like, I loved that whole political... I love that world so much, guys, okay? I do. So that was exciting to read that book and to do that review. At number 2, I have the 100 Questions Nobody Asked tag. It is such a random collection of questions that was just so much fun to do them. And even rewatching it, trying to remember what I said, my answers were for each of them, was kind of fun. It's just so completely different than the other videos I've done. And just really... It's fun, guys. That's basically it. My favorites are the ones that are the most fun to do and rewatch. And this definitely makes that list. And at number 1, my favorite video so far is the Red Nose Day 2016 and Infinite Book Challenge video I did. It was fun to just be silly. There's nothing really deep about it. I mean, it's trying to raise money for Red Nose Day and awareness for Red Nose Day and the charities that it supports. Which is like 1 minute of this like 8-minute long video or something, 7.5, whatever it was. So it's kind of fun to just do this book challenge as part of it. And there's this part where I'm goofing off and it's completely random. I don't know what I was doing, and it was just completely random. I love random, I guess. And then the last part of it is my cat playing with the nose, which is not something I planned. It happened afterwards while I was editing, and I'm like, we're gonna add that in because he's just too adorable not to put in there. I guess let me know in the comments below what your favorite videos of mine are, or if you hated any of these. It's kind of weird to have feedback on this. But this is what I think are my favorite videos to do or watch, to edit maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Peace out. I love you guys. Keep reading. Please watch my other videos. They're not all as bad. Anyway, I don't know what to say about this one. So anyway, peace out. I love you guys and keep reading. Bye.